And welcome back to Avuzestel. This is Dwarf Fortress. It is the 1st of Granite, the year 251, the 1st of spring. This is the hamlet of Avuzestel, mine allied, and we are beginning a new year with a population of 21 dwarves. I'm gonna try to make this video cover the entire year of 251, so let's see how it goes. On the map here, we still have a couple of merchants just hanging out here. Logam Bakustan and Tulan Zenegestastos or something like that. They are just frozen in place. I don't know how to get rid of them. That happened to me in another game, and I feel like it sort of blocked any future caravans from arriving. Our first interesting thing of the year. An elven caravan from Fawitha Luthu has arrived. Hopefully they will be able to get to the trade depot. And here they are, unloading their goods. The fortress attracted no migrants this year. Or this season. Okay, fortunately not this year, but this season. Well, that's actually not bad. That'll give me a chance to get caught up. Alright, let's see what these elves have to trade. Looks like clothes, wood stuff, and fruit. Well, I just traded some gems for some nuts, basically. I think I just got a raw deal here. I am going to appoint Bembu de Geldesner as the new broker for all future trades. And it looks like we have our first birth in the fortress. Uva Nomalos, a farmer, has given birth to a girl. I am now removing the trade depot from the surface because we have completed the trade depot down here underground, and we've got this nice long passageway out to the surface, and I'm going to keep working on trying to secure this. And minutes later, we have our second birth. Koso Cattenball, a miner, has given birth to a boy. I keep having to dig this tetrahedrite out of the walls, which really messes up my construction plans. Great, now there's a huge pile of junk out here on the ground that anybody can just come by here and take. Well, I missed the message because I got up and left the game running, unbeknownst to myself. But it's now summer. It is 4/9 of the year 251. I'm glad nothing bad happened while I was away, while I was AFK. Oh, a human caravan from Mongkakpoth has arrived. Now we'll get to test out our new trade depot. Here they come. And there they go, right into the tunnel. Perfect. Just what I wanted. Looks like they had to kill a capybara on the way in. And now some migrants have arrived here in the summertime. Summer migrants. I try to live and behave properly. Looks like only 4 migrants this time. Okay, let's see what these humans have for sale. Alright, I bought some food and a little bit of thread, and I'm gonna come back and see if I can buy some of these weapons, because I didn't bring enough goods over here to trade. And I don't really want to trade this artifact. Ooh, Uva. A farmer has been taken by a fey mood. She has claimed a craft dwarf's workshop. Uva Namalos has begun a mysterious construction. Why do people always drop their boulders and rocks right in doorways so you can't lock them? That's pretty irritating. Uva Namalos has created Fashluslem, a native platinum toy hammer. She claims it as an heirloom in the name of the family ancestor Zulben Oily Tours. It's a toy hammer encircled with bands of oval, native platinum, cavacons, and that's it. Well, it's worth 96,000, so I guess that's something. It's actually worth more than the slate crown that I just took out of the trade depot. And I just traded some extra trinkets for a bronze mace and a copper mace. And there go the human merchants on their way again. Bye bye, see you next year. By the way, those dwarven merchants that were stuck on the map, they seem to be gone now. They somehow managed to leave, I guess. And we have arrived in autumn of the year 251. It's been a fairly uneventful year so far. I've just been down here building on my apartments, and I'm starting to build a barracks here. I'm gonna build an archery range down here. Oh, wow! Just as soon as I say it's been an uneventful year, a vile force of darkness has arrived. This is my very first vile force of darkness. I have no idea what to do. Besides panic, that is, because I don't have a military. There they are, down there on the right side. 4 goblins so far. A crossbowman, something, and a bowman. Yeah, what am I supposed to do now? Close all the doors, that's all I can think to do. I have exactly 3 people in the military. I've just put them all on active duty. I'm calling a civilian alert to get everybody to go back to the burrow, which I have very ill-defined right now, but it should be inside. Here come the goblins. Looks like there's only like 7 or 8 of them. Wait, what's going on now? Okay, canceling drop-offs. Okay, whatever. I think all my dwarves are going inside, and now that they're all in the burrow, they can't do any of their jobs anymore. Oh, arrows are flying. Let's pause this game and, yikes, they're shooting at my pasture animals. I don't think there's anything we can do about this. There's really nothing we can do, to be honest, except wait for them to leave, but I don't know if they ever will leave. Ah, my animals are getting killed. The goblins are killing my animals. You bastards. That's not fair. They can't even fight back. Whoa, where'd the goblins go? Oh, okay. They vanished for a second. Now they're back, shooting more of my animals. Ah. It looks like whenever they kill something and there's nobody around to see where they are, they disappear. I see 6 goblins on the map here. All crossbowmen and bowmen. That's kind of bad. Now what are they doing? They're moving to the north. Are they leaving? I think they just left. They killed my animals and then they left. They're gone. The siege is over. That was quick. Quick and deadly. I guess I'm canceling the alert. Everybody get back to work. I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of the wagon out here. It's taking up space. And now that I've had a siege, I'm thinking about building some spots where I can get some archers to shoot out from my building here. A caravan from Edithlor has arrived, and our outpost liaison, Kumul Dumatnikat, has also arrived. The dwarves are back with their caravan. Now that they're here, I realize I didn't make any of the stuff I was supposed to export to them. Oops. Now they would like us to export quivers, tools, backpacks, thread, and armor. Here they come into the brand new trading depot. I hope they're impressed. Yeah, the traders will be leaving soon, and I haven't even gotten my broker down there yet. Here we go. Alright, let's see what you think of this. Oh, wonderful. Thank you for your business. Alright, I got a whole bunch of miscellaneous stuff. A bunch of seeds. That was the main thing I got. Some weapons. Stuff like that. Stuff that I need. There go the dwarves. See you next year. Sodella Okunthikut, the beekeeper, is taken by a fey mood. She has claimed a mason's workshop. Sodella Okunthikut has created Athsermunust Canrigoth, a slate bed. She claims it as an heirloom in the name of the family ancestor Zan Vineclasp, another Vineclasp. Well, this is kind of a dud. Rectangular slate cabicons encrust this slate bed. On the item is an image of a bitter melon vine in tetrahedrite. Well, that's super creative. It's worth a whopping 6,000. And the fall migrants have arrived. What do we have this time? Hard work is the true sign of character. Wouldn't it be grand to just take my life off and do nothing for the rest of my days? That earns him the nickname Slacker. I'm doing all right. What's this about proper living? Don't get on my bad side. Grumpy, then. Why must they be so violent? A big group of migrants, 11 this time. That brings our population up to 40, and we are now a hamlet. Avuzestel the hamlet. Alright, we have constructed an area that we can shoot out from on the second story of our tower. I've made these 6 fortifications, which are like arrow slits, and some walkways that archers can stand on. Now all we need is an army of marks dwarves. I have the archery range built. Unfortunately, I only have 2 competent marks dwarves in my squad so far, but it's a start. My main squad of infantry dwarves is up to 4 people. The Subtle Keys. They are now training in their barracks, doing their individual combat drills and whatnot. With all the tetrahedrite I've been mining out of the walls, I've been making some copper armor for them. Copper helmets and copper mail shirts and all of that kind of good stuff. So we are going to be ready for the next vile force of darkness. That's what I'm saying. Winter is here. It is the 10th month of the year 251. And right here, you can see I'm actually starting to work on a mayor's suite before I even have a mayor, because I know one is gonna get here eventually. Oh, that dwarf that I named Grumpy, he's in the military squad now. Oh no, there's a buzzard in here again. Go away, buzzard. Same as before, I'm gonna get my crossbowman Mark's Dwarf squad, the Fenced Amazements, now with 2 dwarves in them to go hunt down and kill all the buzzards on the map. There they go, they just took care of that one. I'm starting to build a hospital down here, but we're still short of supplies. Stumps is down here looking for attention, but we don't have thread, and yeah, we're still building up here. Hang on there, Stumps, with your mangled hands. We'll get to you eventually. It keeps saying no water source, and I just realized that the little ponds out here are frozen now that it's the middle of winter. Whoops. We need a well or something. That means I need to dig down, and that means risking running into caverns. Poor Stumps has really been traumatized by this injury. He was afraid, reliving, experiencing trauma. Mulling over the recurring memory allowed him to rethink his intellectual values and change his personal tendencies. He personally sees power over others as something to strive for, due to suffering a major injury. So now he wants revenge for whoever mangled his hands. I think it was buzzards who did it. That's the only thing I can figure. I don't even remember. Ah, we scrounged up enough thread to suture his left hand at least. And now his right hand. Yay. With the need for a water source, I am now going to dig a stairwell straight down. And I'm going to come down here to this depression on the map and do it down here so that I don't... If I run into caverns, they won't be connected to my main fortress, and I'll be able to get the lay of the land that way. Well, that was quick. You have discovered an expansive cavern deep underground. What have we got here? It's an expansive cavern. I don't see any water, though. Our staircase goes straight into the middle of it, so I'm going to, I guess I'm going to de-designate drilling these stairs down here. Aha, here's some water. Over here. A little bit of water. Maybe we can get to that. So I'm going to build an up staircase right at the deepest point before reaching the cavern. And that way... Wait, am I doing this wrong? I think I'm doing that wrong. I forgot how to do it. Oh, here we go. I turned off the box select. So let's make it out of diorite. It's right there. So that should block off that staircase and block off access to those caverns. So we won't get any nasty surprises crawling out of those deep, dark places. There we go. Now we just have a big hole that leads down to nothing. Well, we have our first 2 Monster Slayer visitors. Both of them dwarves, amazingly enough. I am sinking down another stairwell into the earth, and I ran into another problem, but we're getting closer to that water. This one I went down and down and down, but I ran into some more caverns before I got to the water. So here's the water, which is just tons and tons of water, so that is what we need to get to. But I'm trying to get to it safely. This is what I don't want to drill into the top of a huge open cavern like this and just expose myself to all manner of flying creatures that can come out of there. I want to try to drill down into the wall that's next to that cavern. That's what I'm trying to do. Whoa, this is something I've never seen before. Zephy Mischief Gloves, who is the dwarf that I named as the chief medical dwarf. Zephy, being the rightful heir, has inherited the position of Baroness of Dykemaws. What? We have royalty among us all of a sudden. She was just promoted out of being chief medical dwarf to being a barony. And she has a lot of requirements. She needs a decent office, quarters, and dining room. She needs a tomb. She needs 2 chests, a cabinet, a weapon rack, and an armor stand. Well, most of that shouldn't be a problem, but it'll take a while to make all that. Wow, okay, that was unexpected. I guess we can quickly repurpose the mayor's suite that I was trying to build. Alright, I think I've got this water source puzzle figured out. I'm digging again, deep down under the ground. Here we go. Getting ready to breach the wall that will lead out over the water. I've built some doors along this hallway, so we should be fine in case of any problems. Alright, I am following a dwarf who is going to get water out of the water source that we just made. It worked. He got the water. Or she got the water, I should say, since she's carrying a baby around with her. Awesome, and we just gave the water to Stumps. Yes. Oh, oops, since our chief medical dwarf was promoted to royalty, I have to make another one before I can see anyone's health. I am going to promote Melby Enadbumrek to the chief medical dwarf position. According to Dwarf Therapist, she has the appropriate skills. Hey, now I can see Stumps' medical history. Had his left and right hands set, splints applied on both hands, sutures on both hands. He's no longer in pain, but he still looks kind of bad. His right hand is fractured and his left hand is fractured. Well, at least they're not mangled beyond recognition anymore. I received food. I am very satisfied. He's doing much better now. All because of the work we did to make it to this water source down here in the caverns. Good job, dwarves. Good teamwork. Pulling together for Stumps. The Baroness is checking out her new quarters, which are mostly to her liking, except she doesn't like her office so much, and we still need to make a tomb for her. Well, unfortunately, all is not paradise here at the end of the year. Fath Logemimsal has sunk into a depression. He's lonely, he's grouchy from being caught in the rain. He was annoyed at having to drink without a goblet. He was embarrassed dwelling upon the lack of chairs. Oh, he's bitter about getting into an argument. He's just not happy. As we approach the end of the year, I guess we'll start wrapping up for the end of this episode. I think it's been a pretty successful year. We survived a goblin raid. We built some extra defenses for the next time. We are starting to build up our military again. We got the food situation under control. I built a new meeting hall right here. And we are continuing to expand our structures. We got our new trade depot area completed. We got the royal suite set up. It's not quite perfect yet, but it's getting there. We got more apartments set up. We got our military area set up. We got more storage areas set up. We got our hospital set up. That's going to be very important. Oh, Zephi the Baroness has imposed a ban on certain exports. What is it? She does not want us to export any maces. Well, that's fine. I'm okay with that. And continuing down here, we are still working on the lowest level of the apartments. And here we go, spring has arrived. The year 252 is here. Happy New Year, dwarves. We've survived another year, our second year. I'm gonna pause it here because this is where I will begin the next video. I should just start from the autosave, but I'm scared to leave without doing a save. So I dug down one more level below my lowest level into a marble layer, and I think I'm gonna start building tombs and burial chambers in this area. Seems like a good place to build burial chambers. And of course we dug down deep into the earth, uncovered the caverns, and got to some water down here, which we were able to use in our hospital to rescue Stumps and get his hands taken care of finally. We dug way down there. There's a lot of minerals we can look at too on the way down there. I built a couple of doors to protect the dwarves in case any sort of creepy crawlies try to get out of there. I mean, it won't stop a troll or something, but at least it'll slow them down a little bit. And I think that's gonna do it for Avuzestel here at the beginning of the year 252. The population is 43. We are still a hamlet. We're doing okay on food and drink. Drink looks a little low though, but we can adjust the work orders to maybe make some more drinks. Other than that, everything's doing okay. Moving onward. Next year is another exciting year with massive potential for these dwarves. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. See you later.